Hello YouTube family, welcome back to the channel. Today is a snow day, and what is one of the best things that you can do when it snows? Well, that's bake something delicious. Well, I'm Jerry, this is my brother Gary, and we're living the Nukem life. So today's video, Gary has a special treat for us. Gary, what do you have?
So my wife loves the lemon loaf at a popular coffee chain, and one time while she was sick, I wanted to surprise her and actually make it for her. So I went online and I found a Copycat recipe for that lemon loaf, and I've made it twice now, and it's been a pretty big hit. Everybody seems to love it, so I thought I would just make it here for you.
So stand by.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, but I'm hoping you guys are going to stay till the very end because we're going to do a taste test of what I make here in this recipe and what you can actually get at the popular coffee chain to see which one is better. Okay, so the first step is we're going to preheat the oven to 350. So we've actually already got that set. So the next step is we're going to take our 9x5 pan, and you can either spray it with flour cooking spray or you can grease and flour the pan. Fortunately, we have the cooking spray with the flour already in it, so we're going to go ahead and spray that. Okay, we don't need that till later, so I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. Okay, the next step is we actually need to zest and juice our lemons. And basically, you just want to scrape it across until you get enough. We actually need 2 tablespoons of zest, but we're going to scrape it off enough so that we actually have enough to use later on. Okay, that's probably more lemon zest than I need, but I want to make sure that I have enough. So okay, the next thing that I have to do is juice the lemons. So there's a couple of tricks that I found when you actually need to extract the juice. You can actually just cut them in half and just try to juice them on the juicer here, but I find you actually get more juice if you actually take them, and if you actually just take a little bit of time and just squeeze them across, so that way they're a lot looser and they tend to be a lot juicier. Okay, so this is more than enough than what I need. I actually only need 3 tablespoons of lemon juice for the recipe. I'm going to grab our mixing bowl. You know, one thing I really like about this recipe is it doesn't require a hand mixer or a mixer, anything at all. Basically, all you really need is a whisk. So, all right, in our large mixing bowl, we're going to add 3 eggs. We're going to add 1 cup of sugar. We're going to add our 8 ounces of sour cream. And you whisk this to actually combine. Okay, now we need to add the oil. So with that, we need to drizzle in the canola or vegetable oil. That's a half a cup while you whisk. Trying to be extra careful because I've dropped this before. So I'm just drizzling it in while I mix it so it stays consistent and even. All right, that looks nice and smooth there. Looks like it's combined really well. Okay, again in this bowl, I need to add the 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. Again, that's what we did earlier. Doesn't have to be exact, just close. And then we need to add 2 tablespoons of the lemon extract. Now we just need to whisk this to combine it all in. Okay, the next thing that we're going to add is we're going to add our 1.5 cups of flour slowly and just mix that in. Okay, now we're going to add the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And finally, we're going to add the 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix all that up. So at this time, you should start seeing the batter looking thicker and kind of more like what a cake batter would be. And having lumps in it is good. So you don't want to over mix it. Okay, that looks good. You want to make sure while you're pouring it that you keep it as even as possible, so one side isn't higher than the other. Just make sure you go ahead and get all that in there. Okay, so now you want to put it in the oven for about 50 to 52 minutes, and you want to check it with a toothpick to make sure that none of the batter stays on it. Then you know that it's done. Actually, there's a little trick to this. So you want to let it cook for about 40 minutes, and then we're going to take some aluminum foil and we're going to put it over the top and dome it. That will allow it to actually get a little bit of a crispier top on it. Okay guys, this next part is the money maker. This is the lemon glaze. Okay, so we're going to take our 1 cup confectionery sugar. We're going to add that in a little bit, maybe about half, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 tablespoons of this fresh lemon juice. And you're going to want to take your whisk and mix that up really good. And that 3 tablespoons of lemon juice actually goes a long way. Now this, you want the consistency to be very smooth. Again, this is the drizzle that's going to go over the top and on each slice. Now this, you really don't want any lumps in it, so make sure that you just whisk it till all those lumps are gone and it's smooth. And if it's not the consistency that you think that you're going to need, just let it set for a little while because it'll actually harden up a little bit. One thing I do like to do too is take a little bit of this zest and put that in there to mix it up. It gives it just that extra little kick and a little bit of something to visually look at. And that's it. The lemon glaze is ready. Okay, so it's been 40 minutes. The timer's going off. What I need to do now is, for the last 10 minutes that it's going to cook, I need to tent this aluminum foil over the top of it. Oh, that's looking great. Wow. So you just tent the aluminum foil over it so it's not laying right over top of it. And we're just going to time it now for another 10 minutes. Okay, the 10 minutes are up. Now I'm going to check the batter and make sure that the loaf is done. It looks clean. It's all set. So now I need to take the loaf out in the pan, and I'm going to set it on the cooling rack here to let it cool all the way around. Okay, that's our loaf right there. Okay, like I said, I'm going to set it right here. And I'm going to let it cool for about another 10-15 minutes. And then we're going to remove it from this pan and put it on a plate. Okay, so the timer's going off. It's been about 10 minutes. We've been letting this, the loaf cool down. So what I need to do now is I need to take it from the baking pan and I'm going to put it on this really nice serving plate that Dawn got for me. So it's still pretty hot, so I definitely want to make sure I have these oven mitts on. Now, as long as it was sprayed well before, I mean, it should come out fine. And then I'm going to put it right over here. Here we go. Okay, that's our loaf. Right there. So I'm gonna let that cool just for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna start adding the glaze. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the first of 3 glazes on. All right, we're ready for the third and final glaze. All right, that's all I'm going to put on because I want to save some of it to put on the slice. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and plate this. It turned out better than I expected. Okay, and as promised, I said that we were going to actually do a taste test to the popular chain. So this is the one that we picked up from there. So this is from the chain, and then you can see from mine here. Okay, we're all done. They're plated and ready. Let me give you guys a close-up of this. So here they are. Now, which one do you think is the one I made? And which one do you think is the store-bought one? Do me a favor and comment down below. Which one do you think looks better? And with that, I think it's time for a taste test. Did somebody say taste test?
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And my house smells wonderful.
We've said it 100 times. We wish to God that you guys had smell-o-vision. It smells absolutely fantastic. I just want to give a quick thanks to Gary for taking time out of his day to making this wonderful dish for us. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to try it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, let's go for it. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to dive into yours first, Gary.
Okay.
I want some of that icing too, though.
Yeah, make sure you eat the top portion with that icing on there.
It's really moist and fluffy. Oh,
Oh, wow.
that is so good.
Man, you can really taste the lemon. I don't know if it's from the extract or the zest, like you said.
So good, guys.
All right. I'm going to try the store-bought one next. It doesn't seem as moist.
No.
It's
And
a-
it's like drier.
I got to say, it's not as flavorful as yours.
No.
Now, I don't know if it was because it has preservatives in it or not for shelf life, but I mean, don't get me wrong, it has a lemon flavor, but I think yours has a little bit more zip to it.
It's a more like Gary's is a more natural flavored lemon. To me, the store-bought one tastes a little more artificial lemon.
Right. Right.
If I were to like categorize it.
I mean, the store-bought one is good.
It's good.
It's good, but mine is definitely better.
Yours is more moist, and it just has that fresher, home-cooked taste. I can taste the love. I can taste the love.
It's definitely full of it. Full of love. Full of love.
Full of it. You said it right.
That is fantastic. So guys, that's all that we had for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free and it really helps our channel grow. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're up to date on all of our upcoming videos. And if you can, one of the ways that you guys can really help us out is to share this video on all of your social media platforms. But that's all that we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye. But the flavor of the one that you made is so much better. Like
I think it's fantastic.
so much more real. Like real lemon flavor, in my opinion.